Hey, yo, what up, y'all? Man, just another sunny Southern California day, you know what I mean? Posted up in the whip on my way home. Dropped my daughter off with her friends, you know, little hangout, whatever. So, I decided to holler at y'all real quick. But you know what it is, you know who it is. Another Charger conversation with your mans and them, your uncle, hostile takeover. You know, so what we talking about? We're talking about something that these so-called red pill motherfuckers never talk about. And that's, once you get her, how to keep her. And this is just a part one. You can't cover all of that in a little short-ass conversation like this. But just a little something to get us started and get the conversation going. So take a ride down the 10 freeway with your uncle one time, and let's get it popping. So where are we starting? We're starting with respect. You obviously got her, so there's a level of respect there, or she wouldn't be with you. The thing is, you have to keep it. You have to maintain it. Because once you lose it, it's gone. Right? Now, I know a lot of dudes talk about this high value shit, but that's 10% of the population. I'm talking to the 90. We can't do what the high value niggas do. Kevin Samuels was big on high value men don't cheat, they exercise options. Okay, maybe that's true, I don't know. I don't run in those circles. What I do know is that if you're not in that category, you're not exercising options. You're cheating. Now, she might even stay after you cheat, but your life is going to be hell. So don't do it. And even high value men who get caught cheating, because all high value men don't exercise options. Some of them actually cheat, no matter what their income bracket is or whatever. So, once you get caught, and you will get caught, she will lose respect for you. And I'm going to use a celebrity as not an A-list celebrity, it's more like a D-list, maybe C. But I'm going to use this particular celebrity as an example. DJ Envy. His wife does not respect him anymore. He got caught cheating. Happens. She stayed, so he thought he was in the clear. She drags him every chance she gets now, and there's nothing he can do about it. Nothing. Because he cheated. DJ Envy's wife got on, I forgot what show it was, but this was a few months ago. Got on some show, I don't know if it was a podcast or a talk show, I think it was a podcast, and basically told the entire world that his stroke game in bed was trash. She said literally for 20 years he couldn't get her off. That did two things. One, it embarrassed the absolute shit out of him. And he can act like it didn't, because he was on the podcast with her while she's saying this shit. He can act like it didn't, but it did. You could look on it. You could tell by the look on his face that he was embarrassed that she was airing this out to the, basically to the world. And then the shit went viral to people who didn't even watch that particular show. I don't even know what show it was. I don't watch that shit, but I saw the clip. The second thing it did was take him off the market, period. Say he was to leave, right? Say he felt so disrespected that he left her. He can't get another chick on her level, like looks wise. And if he can't, it's strictly on the money. Because every female who saw that clip knows that he can't fuck. And what are the two things I told you that I've seen women submit to in my 48 years? Money and dick. He has one, does not have the other. She lost respect for him and aired him the fuck out. And there's nothing he can do about it. Nothing. So, once you lose her respect, it's gone. You'll never get that level of respect back. You might be able to get some of it back. You might, but you'll never get it all back. Patrice O'Neal actually had a great analogy for this, right? And he compared men, he compared men and women to sport fishing. And basically, you catch a fish, you land it on the boat, you're about to throw it back, but then you end up not, for whatever reason. His reason was actually really specific in the analogy, but I'm not gonna go there. But you end up keeping this fish instead of throwing it back, because sport fishing, you just catch and release, right? Catch the fish, don't release it. Then, you go through the stages of a relationship where it gets more serious. Then she asks you, well, why do you still have a boat and a fishing pole? So, to prove how committed you are, you get rid of your boat and your fishing pole. Then, you start making certain changes, blah, blah, blah. You stop working out, you're spending more time with her. You don't lose money. You still have the same job or whatever, but you quit hitting the gym, you quit doing the little things. Then one day she looks up at you and says, why am I even with you? You don't have a boat. And the point behind the analogy is that you have to do the same things to keep her that you did to get her. Right? I told you in a previous video that women want men that other women want. So you quit hitting the gym, you get out of shape, whatever. She's not gonna look at you the same. And because in that same video I told you, women secretly want men who can cheat but don't. if you take away your option of cheating, she's gonna lose respect for you. So you have to do the same things to keep her that you did to get her. And not just on your end, as far as, keeping yourself in shape, things like that. The things you actually did to get her specifically. If you were, sending her, text while you were little text messages or whatever while you were at work, you have to keep doing it. If you were buying her flowers, you have to keep doing it. Because women always think that they can find another you. Whether they can or not, they think they can. The mindset is there. The delusion sometimes is there. Right? And I see it in my little social media friend group. My social media, just general social media pages. These aren't the women I'm about to talk about aren't Instagram models or influencers or nothing. They're just regular everyday chicks that I went to high school with. They are my age, right? They didn't keep themselves up. They gained weight. They got, everybody gets older, but every time they post a pic, there's a bunch of other women telling them how good they look when they don't look good. They don't. You know what I mean? And that's just part of life. Like, you get older, you don't look as good. Period. But there's this gaggle of women every time they post a pic telling them how beautiful they are. Men ain't saying shit. We ain't lying to them, but we also aren't telling them the truth. But these chicks are pushing 50, like I am, and they look it. Some of them look good for their age, but in general, they don't look good. And yeah, that feeds into the delusion of, I still got it, blah, 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 right? We all know about that. But what it also feeds into is I can still get the same man I could get 25 years ago. No, you can't. No, you can't. Now, I happen to know for a fact that single guys my age are smashing chicks half their age. Because they got their money up, they kept their looks up, they're in the gym. Like I told you, I'm 48. My wife still has not hit 40. How did I do it? Looks and dick. I'm not rich. Let's keep it a buck. I'm not rich. How did I do it? Looks and dick. But also, I found someone who has a very similar mindset to me. Otherwise, this shit wouldn't have worked and we'd have just fucked for a little bit and it'd have been over. But I could still do it at 37. And she was 28. I can still do it now at 48 and she's 39. One, because the respect is there. Right? Because respect breeds loyalty. I told you, love ain't shit. Love is an emotion, a fleeting one at that. It's very temporary. But respect will hold you down, because loyalty will hold you down. And I told you I will take loyalty and respect over love 10 times out of 10. Because loyalty goes above everything. And that has to be both ways. So if you're not loyal to her, you will lose her respect and therefore lose her. But that's enough of this shit. Like I said, can't cover it all in one little car video anyway. So I'm gonna stop it right there. Check this out. Give me a like, a comment, and a share. For real. I'm over here spitting the real. And I know it's not gonna be super popular. I'll probably never have, Fresh and Fit or Kevin Samuels numbers, whatever. That's cool. I'm doing it because it needs to get done. But give me a like, a comment, and a share. And let's get this shit popping so we can actually have some conversations. I can do some lives, things like that. All right? As usual, middle fingers up. Be safe. Stay dangerous. I'll holler.